Well, this is Tuesday, the 22nd of June. It's a very significant day because this is the day that COVID died in Michigan. We no longer have any restrictions. But before I start working on this shower here that I'm showing you, I just sort of wanted to give you a little overview. What this used to be a corner garden tub that never got used. So what I've done is I've torn it out, torn the drywall off to the studs, and originally the drain was over in this corner, so I had to move the drain, had to plumb the shower. Also what I did is there was a dedicated outlet down there for that bubble tub, so I just left that there, but I ran another outlet to the top of the half of the wall. We're going to replace this whole vanity here, and once we're done, we're going to tear this shower out, and that shower is going to become just a linen closet or a thing to put whatever you want in it. Also, I ran a outlet over here down in the back on that half wall, so in case you ever need an outlet down there, you got something. Yesterday when I was sort of starting, and this is the first time I've done this, I was saying that this is sort of rough carpentry. There are certain things that you want to be careful of, though. You want to make sure that everything is plumb, because what we're going to do is we're going to eventually finish the top half of this wall is going to be glass on both sides, and then we're going to have a glass swinging door in here. So you want to make sure that these walls here are plumb, especially the inside here. We want the top of this shelf that's eventually going to be covered with tile. We want it to have a slight slope, so when the water hits it, it's going to run off. Same thing on this side. These little seats that I put in here, they're kind of covered with junk right now, but those also need to have a little slope to them. They say those are kind of small seats. Well, yeah, they're kind of small. They're really not intended to sit on, but they're kind of nice to put your feet on when you're standing in the shower and you're trying to, if you're a woman, want to shave your legs or just trying to wash. It's kind of nice. This is similar to what I did to our shower in Florida. We had a garden tub there that we never used. This is my son's, Jared. So this is the summer project that I've undertaken. One thing yesterday when I quit, I had put this felt paper on, and I don't know if you noticed, there was a little gap right around this outlet. So what I did after I quit filming, I just took some of that roofing tar and I just put it all around that outlet just to make that pretty much waterproof. There isn't going to be any water really getting to this, but again, I just feel comfortable. This is the third shower I've done. Each one is a little different. I've learned something. Have I made mistakes? I'm sure I have. But when I tore my shower out in Florida, I found out that mine was much more waterproof than theirs was, so I feel pretty good about it. So, the project for today is I want to put the mesh down in here, and depending on how I feel, we might put the first layer of mud down. And if I can figure it out, I'll also put in this video. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this. Some pictures of the finished product that I did in Florida to get you an idea where we're headed. We'll eventually tear all this stuff out. This is a manufactured home. You can probably tell from the colored wallpaper. And they've got real thin drywall that's covered with kind of a vinyl. Rather than tear this all out, I'm just going to put another thin layer of probably 3/8 or 1/4 inch drywall over the top and change the looks of this thing. It has the sort of the look of a typical manufactured home. When we're done, this bath will look completely different. One of the things that my daughter-in-law found on the internet and has helped keep the dust out of their bedroom is this little curtain. It's got a magnetic opening here that you can go in and out of, but then it just pops shut, keeps the dust out of their bedroom. So what we're going to end up with the tile, I think what we're going to do is on the floor, this is sort of what the tile is going to look like. There's a piece of cellophane over the top. I think that's what they've decided they want to use on their floor. And I think this is what they're going to use on the walls. It's 12 inches by 24 inch tiles. But there's a lot of stuff we got to get into, and there's little things that I'll point out as we're going along. One of the things that, why is this not touching up the top? It doesn't really need to. This is supporting it. But I need something to nail the cement board to. And so some of the things that you look in here and you say, why did I put that in there? For instance, this right here, it doesn't really give any support for that seat, but I need something to nail my cement board to. The same thing here. I need something to nail my cement board. So when you're trying to frame this out, try to think ahead where you're going to put a piece of cement board, and you need something to nail against. So from there, I think I'll stop here and I'll get my mesh and we'll start cutting the mesh. Well, what I've got here, I'm going to staple this stuff down. This is that mesh that I was telling you about. And I've got some longer staples here I'm going to use to staple this down. So empty out these out of my stapler. Put these in. These are 9/16, I think it says, so a little over 1/2 inch. And there's a little piece still left in there. Put that in. Close it back up. Hook it up. And now we got to try and see if this fits here. So we got to work around our drain. And again, that fiberglass is great stuff. It hooks onto everything. Stuff back in that corner. So this lays here. I think I've got a 10 snips handy that I can just cut a hole around here. I don't know how gooey that tar is there. You'll have to watch when I walk out of here. I don't have it on my shoes. Slip this under here. And make sure it's down. And now I'll take my staple gun. Just staple it down a few places. Why am I stapling it down? Because that's what they tell you. I'm not sure why. So now you can see I gotta get another piece cut here. And I have to trim it around. Another piece here to fit in this corner. We'll fit it around this. Drain. Just slide it in here like such. And I'll staple that down a minute. And now I'll cut another piece that will just cover this. Another little piece here, we'll staple that down. And I think we'll go mix up a mortar mix. It's a sand Portland cement mix. You can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. It's called a sand topping mix. And we'll mix that up and we'll put that in here.